We made an app.
We made an app.
Well, I made an app.
Yeah. Sorry, Goose. You made an app.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little bit different Talk with History podcast. We're not doing the typical intro and subject because this is more of an announcement. As you can tell by the title of this podcast and by the title of this video, we are releasing an app. This is kind of the official release announcement. Some of our lifetime members have known for a little while. We've had some close history creator, content creator friends that we gave a heads up when we got up to the Gettysburg Film Festival, and they seemed excited about it. But we made an app called History or Drive.
Yes, an app where you can use it in your car as you're driving and all the locations where we have made videos across America and the world, essentially. But that way, if you're in the location and you're on the road and you want to see, is there a Walk with History video from here? Is there a Talk with History podcast from here? You can click on the app and it'll show you the closest video we have to your location.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat. And this is something that I thought about almost from the very beginning, from the inception of the channel. Mm-hmm. If you've been following us long enough, I had tried to create like history travel guides, and I had tried to create, actually I still have it, we just don't use it, like a map page for our website, which is similar to what we were able to do now, but with the rise of these AI coding websites, I was able to make this app relatively quickly. Now, it was a lot more complicated than I realized up front, but I didn't have to do any of the coding. So all this rise of AI is kind of enabling us to do some pretty unique things.
Yes, and so when people ask us, can I find you on the App Store? Not yet.
Right.
Because there is different coding that is involved with the App Store. But you can find us on a website app, and then you can put that app on your homepage. So it is an actual app that you can have the little symbol for on your homepage, on your phone, and you're able to use. But it does have a browser, and it's going to go to a website. But we will eventually be on the App Store. You will eventually be able to find History or Drive on the App Store, just not yet.
Yeah, so the App Store thing may take a little while. Now, the one upside, and if you guys are listening, I am making a video on this. So I'm going to kind of screen record some of this stuff. And so if you're watching the video, you guys will see some of the features that we're able to kind of display to you guys here. And if you're listening, you guys can look on the podcast show notes and watch the video if you guys are curious about some of the app features. But essentially what you do is you can log in, and for America's 250th birthday, we are making the app only $2.50 for the rest of the year. So essentially that comes down to, like, you're paying, if you subscribe starting in May, you're paying like 30 cents a month, for the next couple months, right, through the end of the year. If you subscribe in June, you're paying 35 cents a month, right? And if you subscribe in December, you're basically paying $2.50. Mm-hmm. So $2.50 at most through the end of 2026. And that is for the 250th birthday of America. And then after that, you'll kind of have your typical App Store travel app type pricing. So I looked and kind of saw what some of the different travel apps out there were, and some of the pricing was like $4.99 and this, that, and the other. But we actually have lifetime access options. So our current lifetime members who've supported us over at thehistoryroadtrip.com, thank you to you guys. If you're listening and you are one of those people, you already have an account, I've created one for you. You guys will have lifetime access to the current and any future versions of the app as long as I am doing this, which should be for quite a while. So if you want to get in on lifetime access now, because future pricing will be, I think, $50 a year, $49 a year, or $5 a month if you want to just try it out, which is, I think, a pretty reasonable and actually cheaper than some of the other travel apps out there. But what our app does that a lot of others don't is we don't navigate within the app, but we are very history focused. So when you log in, it'll ask for your location, and we have this cool little like animation in the beginning, very Indiana Jones adventure type. It will ask for your location, and that will show you where you are on the map. And so it'll show you where you are on the map, and then you can see, hey, is there something in the area that Walk with History has done near where I live? And so that's pretty neat. Then you can start tapping on all the little icons to see, oh, what location is this? Okay, it's Arlington. And you can see all the videos and all the podcasts right there. So we also got JD of History Underground to agree, because I asked him to have his videos, his history traveler videos within the app. And so nothing that he had to do. I basically just took it. I meticulously researched all his 500 plus history traveler videos, and I'm getting them in the app. I got about half of them in there so far. Some of them I couldn't find to map out, but my goal is to get other travel history content creators that have high quality, kind of non-biased history videos, to get them in there to help you. This is our whole goal. We talk about it all the time. Walk with history and talk with history. Our goal is to help you get out there and find historic locations, to travel to these historic locations to see it firsthand. And now there is an app that is currently literally less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Quite literally. You can go for the whole summer, wherever you guys go, you can open this up. Hey, is there anything close by? Oh, look, there's something over there that JD did. We also put some national parks in there. So there's national parks that are pinpointed across the map. And you can open up a point of interest. So you would tap on a point of interest, and it'll pull up whatever that point is, right? Because we're in the Memphis area, the map zooms into where we are because we live near Memphis. And so there's lots of Elvis stuff. So you can play the podcasts that we did directly within the app. If you want to listen to something along the way, you can watch the video that we had within the app. Same thing for JD's videos. And if you want to get directions to that location, all you do is you click the Get Directions button, and it opens up Google Maps and it gives you directions from your current location directly to that historic spot.
It's super neat.
It's pretty cool.
So what's really great about this too is, you people who've supported us, supported JD, you've been here with us since we've started this adventure. We've gotten out there. We're really motivated for America 250, but you can see on the map places we still need to go. All of us, right? Texas doesn't look very filled up. Florida doesn't look very filled up. We have some other New England states and even a little Washington, Oregon. I'm going to be going out there doing some Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
But
we got to get out to the West Coast.
You'll be with us as we fill it. So if you want to get in now, get in early, support us early, and you'll be one of those early adapters of History or Drive. And you'll see as the map gets filled up, and you'll be a part of that. We also love your suggestions. If you know a location that would be great for us to go and visit, please let us know. But this whole concept is because of you, because we want to bring this to others. We want people to know their history. It's your history. It's my history. It's Scott's history. We want to be immersed in it, and we want you to get out and see it and experience it. And so we just help facilitate that for you. And this is another way to do that. So please, if you're interested for America 250, to support us, to get out into your America road trip this summer, think about downloading the app. It will help us, and will help us to get out there and do those other locations. But it also lets us know that we have America behind us.
Yeah. And so it's funny, Jen, that you mentioned there's plenty of places for us to go, because even when I was talking to JD briefly about this at the Gettysburg Film Festival, he even said, he's like, this is amazing, because he has people all the time that ask him how they can visit the places that he went to. And so if you're watching the video, you'll see all these little points of interest. A lot of our stuff is kind of focused on the eastern part of the United States, because that's just where we've been for the past few years. But again, if you know JD and you follow his stuff, he's been over to Germany, France.
It's all on there.
It's all on there. And so now I'm still getting, again, more of his stuff in there. But if you see on the video, I zoom in and I move the map just like you would kind of scroll with your finger on a map. You go right over there, and all of a sudden you see these little pinpoints, right? And you'll see JD's icon. You'll see our icon.
They're a little different. We have our walking person.
Our
he
Walk
has
with History symbol.
His brown History Underground. And then we have the National Park icon. So those are the icons you're going to see for now until we have more content creators who are part of the app.
And so what I did is I actually went, and his stuff is... JD, God bless you, because his stuff is really difficult for me to map over there. I literally sometimes would kind of scrub through some of his videos. I'd take screenshots, put it into Google Images to find out where that is in Google Images. Google search would be like, oh, this is where that is on the Normandy coast, and it's at this location. So I would use that latitude and longitude for the location of the pin. Now, sometimes us in JD, we're doing multiple locations in one video, so obviously that won't work. I'll just pick one of the locations. But I did my absolute best to do that. And again, I'm finishing up the second half of his History Traveler series. But you can, if you're over there in Normandy and you want to see some of the locations that both Jenn and JD went to, and you're going to go visit over there, you're going to go visit the Normandy American Cemetery Museum, we have it right in there. And then you can watch the video if you're sitting on a tour bus on your way there, or you can listen to our podcast on your way there. And so it's such a cool thing that I've been wanting to do for such a long time. One, because I'm kind of the tech guy and I like trying to figure this stuff out. But two, it really is one of those things that someone says, hey, I would love to go where you go. Like now we can literally point them to our app, right? Which you can get to at historyordrive.com, and you can just go straight there. And so you can share interesting points of interest, right? So, and the person who you share it to doesn't have to have an account. You can just share it. You can be like, oh yeah, I was scrolling through this and I didn't realize that, the Sultana disaster, had a museum, just on the other side of the Mississippi in Arkansas. And so you can share it and you can text it to someone and they can look at that initial point of interest. They can actually even watch the video, even if they don't have an account. Now, if they try to do anything else, it'll just ask them to log in and then they figure out what they want to do. But you can do that. You can favorite your own points of interest. So if you're scrolling around, you're like, I can't watch all these things later. But if you have like a little road trip you're planning later this summer, you favorite a bunch of stuff.
It'll take you on your road trip.
And then in the sidebar, it saves all of your favorites. You click on your favorites and you can find them and dig them up later.
And there's also a filter option where if you're just interested in Elvis, if you're just interested in World War II, if you're just interested in World War I, if you're just interested in Civil War, you can filter out points of interest that just have to do with that historic point of time.
Yeah. So the filter thing is actually really neat because I'm glad you brought that up, Jen, and I'm sorry for interrupting. But what I want to do is I want to talk this through folks who are listening to the podcast. Is you actually just click in the filter and you can either do some drop downs or you can just do a text search. Right? So you can search for World War II, WWII. You sit that in there and it says, oh, look, there's 30 results. And when you hit apply, what this map will do is it'll zoom out, show you where all of those points of interest are, and then feel free to zoom into wherever World War II is. You see over here, if you're watching the video, that JD decided to go to Hawaii.
For World War II, Pearl Harbor.
For World War II. So he's like, oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. But if you zoom back out, you see stuff on the other side of the map. Right, way over in Germany, obviously, of course. He has some World War II interesting videos in the States. So if you want to see some World War II related sites inside of the United States, JD has some of those. You can filter by creator.
Yes.
Right.
We have some World War II in the States as well.
Yep. Yeah. So we have some of those. So the filter stuff is really, really cool.
It's really, really cool. Just, we want to make it interactive for you and what history you're interested in and what you want to see, not just a road trip, but that is specifically what we are setting up this for. But if you're just interested in seeing places around the world that have to do with particular times in history, that's also what this app does. History or Drive, it has the snake that looks like a road from History or Die. So that's kind of where it comes from. Some of this whole history creator content website that we're kind of creating as well. So we took in the Join or Die snake and made it History or Die. And then this is just History or Drive. So it's just a derivative of that. We will be making t-shirts soon that look like the snake as a road. And we'll be wearing these on our Route 66 100th anniversary road trip this year that we'll be doing on Walk with History. But we wanted to roll this app out as a gift to you for America 250, as a gift for people who wanted more from us as content creators, on location content creators, where we go to the locations. That's why we brought JD with us on this. We've known him for a very long time. We've really piggybacked on each other and helped each other out. So we really thought this would be great for all of our subscribers to have access to something like this and be able to use it and utilize it for America 250.
Yeah, again, there's the intro price that's only $2.50 for the rest of 2026, so only $2.50. If you want to go ahead and get in and you're like, oh, this is great because we're just going to continue to add more stuff in there. It's only going to get better. If you want to get on the ground floor now, the lifetime membership is $99.
Yeah.
So go to historyroadtrip.com, or you can just, actually the best way now is you can buy the lifetime membership directly through the app. So you can buy it over at historyordrive.com. So you go there, you figure out what you want to do. You pay that now because in June that price is going to go up. So then in June we're gonna increase the price because it did cost me money to make this. Making these things aren't free, and the time and money that I've kind of invested in this, we do have to earn a little bit of that back. So get in on the lifetime membership now. Again, it's the lower price. You can find that over at historyordrive.com. Our current lifetime members, you guys are already in, right? So thank you for your support. But that lifetime membership price will go up in June. So it will go up in the next couple of weeks. But that America 250, if you just want to test it out for a month-to-month subscription, that'll remain through the rest of the year. So that $2.50, you guys can just check it out. But if you want to support us, support the channel, and have lifetime access to this version and any future version of this app, as well as whatever we're doing, it's just a one-time lifetime membership fee. So
yeah, that's why you would choose the lifetime membership fee over paying for the app. If you just wanted the app and you're not really interested in our content specifically, but you just want to have access to the app, then you just buy the app, and then after the year is done, you pay for it monthly. But if you want to have access to the app forever and get in on one low price, that would be the lifetime membership. You pay that one price now, you always will have the app.
Yeah, that also comes with exclusive access to our members only Facebook group. So we've got a Facebook group over there, and it's growing. Jen, if there was one location you had to pick, let's just say inside the United States, if you were going to pick kind of one location to kind of share with people, or you're happy that we mapped it to give them directions to, what location would that be?
For me, the place that's near and dear to my heart is the first place I was recognized, right? Would be Battle Little Bighorn.
Yeah, I figured you were going to say that one.
And I know JD has a video from there as well. And we're covering two different things there, right? So that's what's great. JD and I sometimes overlap on talking about the same locations, but we look at different lenses sometimes when we're talking about certain locations. And remember, I grew up in the area, and I talk a lot about the American Indian side of the story. I talk a lot about a women's side of the story there. So yeah, if you want to see Battle Little Bighorn, we talk about being on the Crow Reservation. I talk a lot about the American Indian relations with the military relations at the time and what's going on. So we just have a different point of view. I think JD does a lot more tactics of what's happening there at the time. So Custer's Last Stand, Battle Little Bighorn, Battle Greasy Grass. It all goes by the same name up there in Montana.
Yeah, and I even built like a basic podcast player. Again, for those watching the video, you can open up a point of interest. You can click on play podcast and it'll keep playing it. And you can keep scrolling around the map and you can listen to this at the same time. Or you can open it up as an actual podcast player. For those watching, this is kind of the iPad version. But the phone version, because it works on anything, and that is one last thing that I should kind of add to this, is that because this is not on the App Store, there's pros and cons to this. The pros are that it works on a computer. It works on any kind of computer. Mm-hmm. It's not just Mac or Microsoft or anything like that. It's anything with a browser. So any phone it will work on, Android or iPhone or whatever other phone you have out there. And we have some instructions within the app. If you go to kind of the sidebar menu area, there's a frequently asked questions area that you can find. And you can...
See if he answers your question.
Yeah, see if it answers your question. I kind of blanked there. But you can, it'll kind of give you instructions on how to install it onto your phone, onto your home screen as an app. And so it's called a portable web app. You don't need to worry too much about that. But it'll tell you how to do that if you want to treat it like an app. It's basically like a web page shortcut.
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
We're super excited.
We're super excited about it, especially for you guys who listen, who are traveling around this summer. This is the app for you. Again, this gives you more in-depth history for these historic locations than any other app that I saw. There's some huge travel apps out there, Road Trippers and all this other stuff. And they've got little history points of interest, and they might have an audio clip here and there that is 2 or 3 minutes long, but nothing like what we do. Yeah. There's no good, solid research. Hey, what am I going to see when I get there? They give you like wave top level stuff. So it's nothing nearly as in depth, but you can trust that we've been there, that we're showing you what you can expect. We're telling you what you can expect. Much more so, I would say, than a lot of the other apps that I saw.
Well, we are for a specific audience. We're for the curious, the explorers, the adventurers, and the history lovers out there. Yep. That's what we're for. So if that's really what you want to do, that's who this app is for. And we're excited because we're rolling this out for America's birthday. Happy birthday, America. For $2.50, this is our gift to all of the people who have supported us throughout the years and all the people who still have yet to find us. So we really want you to get out there into American history and enjoy it and live it and experience it. And that's what we do. And we don't want you to miss any of it. And that's why we are very specific on location, taking you there so you don't miss something that would be important to you to see.
Yeah, and we're only going to be adding more because, as you guys know, if you listen, we're doing Route 66 this summer to celebrate America 250, the 100th anniversary of Route 66. So we're only going to be adding more, and those points of interest will just slowly be added along Route 66. So you guys will see those populate within the app over the coming months.
Oh, we're doing Tombstone. We're doing Lewis and Clark. We're doing up along the Snake River, the Columbia River. So there's so much more coming your way.
Yeah, we got a lot of the Western United States is going to be getting filled out a little bit by here at Walk with History. Again, historyordrive.com. This is our announcement, our official announcement. We'll be having more. Hopefully we'll get JD on a live stream here soon. Mm-hmm. And you guys go check it out. Let us know what you think. Any feedback, good, bad, anything in between. And I guess we'll see you guys out there.
Yeah, we'll see you out there. Let's go History or Drive.
All right. We'll talk to you next time.